Most seniors want to leave behind their story, but they don't know where to start. The truth is, you don't need to be a writer. You just need the right system. Today, I'm going to show you the emotional, logical, and urgent reasons your grandkids need your life story now. Not someday, but today, now. I'm Greg Colosi. I'm 69 years young. I've written 4 books, 2 the hard way and 2 using the method that I'm going to show you today. Here is one of those books. It's called Quote Lessons. 2010, so it's been out there for about 15 years. And I wrote this, here's what I did. I took a quote, okay? I took a quote and then I wrote a lesson for it for my daughter who was in college. And that was a while ago. Well, this book came out, it was back around 2005, I believe, so 20 years ago. And my daughter wrote the foreword and I forgot all about it. Okay, I'm going to write you the last part. Throughout the 4 years of college, every Thursday, like clockwork, I would receive my quote lesson. It was great to hear some of the stories that my dad had done over the years, the things he had heard, and the mistakes he had made, and suggestions for me for the future. As you read through this book, think about how each individual quote lesson relates to your life and the people around you. Thanks, Dad. Love you. Your daughter, Courtney. So she would get this in the mail. This is before, okay, email. Well, email was kind of out there, okay? It was like 90, I don't know. But email wasn't big, okay? And there's no Venmo or Cash App or Zelle or anything like that. So I'd go to the post office. I'd get a $50, a lot of money back, 25 years ago. A $50 money order. I'd put that in the mail with one of these quote lessons. And then the other part of this intro I didn't read you is she would get her flatmates from school around. And she would read the quote lesson and they'd discuss it. And they look forward to it every Thursday through 4 years of college. Anyway, so I am an author. I know what it is. This one was written this way over many, many years. I had a reason to do it. It was easier, but I followed through and I made it happen. And then I wrote another book like this, okay, a dry cleaning book. Where the heck is that one? Oh, it's up on the shelf. I'll show you next time anyway. And then my last 2 books, I did a different way. And we're going to talk about that today, which is the way that I'm going to suggest that you can do it by yourself or with my help if you'd like it. Okay. The emotional reasons that you probably want to write this book. People want their grandkids to truly know who they were. I wonder about my father as a kid, my grandfather, my grandmother, my grandmother's, my mother. You got a few stories, but, nothing from my grandfather, okay? I would love to have all that information. They want to pass down meaning. You want to pass down meaning and not money, okay? And you want to feel proud of the life that you have lived. Those are the 3 emotional reasons. So, you want your grandkids to know who you are. You want to pass down meaning, not money. And you want to be proud of the life. Want them to be proud of the life that you lived. Here are the logical reasons that you should do this. Most people cannot write a full life story alone. That's where I come in, okay? Our system saves them enormous time and frustration. Wasn't written in the first person, it was written in a third person, so I'll have to roll with it, okay? And professional help from us guarantees that this book will get finished. Whether you use our DIY, do for you system, or you take everything that you gather from me and you do it yourself. Either way, you're going to get this story done. The urgency. Your stories are clearest right now. Your grandkids will have more years to enjoy it. Life moves quickly. Finishing your story now ensures you tell it, not someone guessing later. And the big one that I didn't write down, but I want to say, you could be dead tomorrow, okay? You could not wake up tomorrow. I'm 69. I know that. You know that, okay? We could not wake up tomorrow. And by the way, that'd be the best way to go, okay? My father told me that's how he wanted to go. In his sleep one night, like my grandfather went at 86, in his sleep, boom, didn't wake up. Anyway, we want to get it done before we take a dirt nap, okay? Easiest way to do this is you don't write, or you don't get a yellow pad if you're really, really old school, okay? You don't do it that way. You either use voice notes on your smartphone, okay? And you ask yourself, you come up with a bunch of questions, which eventually I'm going to get out to all of you. And if you'd like some questions, leave some a note down below that, hey, Greg, I want those questions, okay? I'll probably do a video. In fact, that's a good idea. Let's do a video on questions. Great idea. So, questions for your life story book for your grandchildren. Okay, I'm going to do that. Thank you for the idea. Record the audios or the videos. You know, ask yourself a question and then answer it. Just go free. Don't worry about screwing up. Don't worry about the grammar, okay? There are people and systems and software that can correct all that stuff. Just get it out, okay? And the way you talk, even though it's not perfect English, that's okay. You know, I used to be a paid copywriter, and I would put the word gonna or ain't inside of my sales letters and copy, because that's the way we speak, okay? If you're talking to a certain part of the population, okay? Let's say you're only talking to doctors. You would talk differently than you would to everyday people across from their kitchen table. So don't worry about it. Your voice is your voice, okay? Your grandkids are going to love it. Okay, speak naturally, like your grandkids right across the table, or your kids across the table, or imagine, 100 years from now. And if you let us do it, we'll clean it up and keep it authentic, okay? Okay. My personal story prompt. When I used to do it like this, I'd sit with a blank page sometimes for 15 minutes and then I wouldn't do it, okay? This method cleans that all up. It's very, very easy. I just realized that I should talk. The stories flowed instantly, and this is now what I teach you to do, okay? Here's how it happened the first time the book. I did a series of 5 or 6 different sessions online for a dry cleaning program that I had. I converted those videos. I transcribed all those, and then I went with those and I turned it into a book just like that. Okay. Then the book I wrote after that, each chapter had a question, so I just answered that question. It was so much easier, and that's what I'm proposing for you. Okay. What stories or story would your grandkids love to hear? What moment changed your life? What wisdom do you want to leave? If you don't tell your story, who will? Okay, your life story is your greatest gift. It is, okay? As a grandkid, I know. You're a grandkid, you know, okay? You would love to hear your grandparents' story. Maybe you already have it, but boy, would this be great. And guess what else you're doing? You're starting something like this that hopefully one of your kids or grandkids will continue to do. Grandpa did it. I'm going to do it for the rest of the family. And it's going to go on and on and on and on. Okay? That will be your legacy. Not the money you left them. Not the house and the condo. It's that life story. That is your real legacy. And if you don't tell your story, who will? Okay? You can do this with my help. I'm going to make it very easy, okay? Your grandkids will cherish it forever. And your great-grandkids and your great-great-great-great-great-grandkids. Now, down below, I've got a free 5-minute assessment, okay? In the description, just click on the link, take the assessment, and we'll get you ready to get this book going, okay? Thanks, and hey, make it a great day. Bye. I like this. Hope you do.